Swat, a piece of paradise on the earth, known for its bedazzling beauty, scenic views, high-peak snow-capped mountains, gushing streams, and picnic resorts throughout the world, called Switzerland of Asia. Swat Valley remained the center of Gandhara civilization, where Buddhist remains can be seen everywhere. But unfortunately, the paradise on the earth, the Swat Valley witnessed an ugly phase of its history, when extremism engulfed the whole valley, where a game of blood and fire was played for 3 years. The extremists not only destroyed the whole infrastructure, but also paralyzed the social and economical sector of the society. After the 3 years of the barbarism, Pak army had to launch a decisive military operation against the terrorists. In this way, the largest displacement in the history of mankind occurred, and more than 2 million people from Swat migrated to the other parts of Pakistan, left behind their homes and properties. After the successful operation and restoration of peace, the people came back to their homes, but everything was destroyed and being looted. They were in great financial troubles, facing psychosocial problems. Sarhad Rural Support Program (SRSP) was the first organization to initiate different activities of relief and rehabilitation, both during the displacement and after the restoration of peace. SRSP felt the need of the non-food items to the homeless people and started the process of distribution of NFI. More than 95,000 of NFI were distributed among the registered IDPs of the Malakand division with the funding support of UNHCR. The militants in the Swat Valley directly targeted the educational institutions and either blasted or torched more than 400 schools of boys and girls. In this regard, SRSP initiated the process of reconstructions of schools on emergency basis and constructed 7 prefabricated schools in the mostly affected areas of Swat, which were inaugurated by educational officers and Major General Sajjad Ghani.
Sarhad Rural Support Program او سرحد پروګرام چې کوم دی نو دا دلته چې مونږ چرته ولاړ یو نو د دې سکول دی جوړ کړی دی او دا چې کوم د پاکستان خلکو پیسې ورکړي د سوات خلکو له او پاکستان نه بهر چې کوم پاکستانیان اوسېږي او یو څو پکې یو بهر خلک چې کوم اوسېږي پرسنل ډونیشنز چې دي په هغه پیسو دا سکول جوړ شوی دی. While
the rehabilitation of 4 schools in Tehsil Matha is in progress, SRSP not only constructed the schools but also provided student and staff furniture and school bags to all the students of these schools. The schools were equipped with the basic facilities of drinking water and latrines. As the militants not only demolished more than 400 schools but also ransacked everything from the maximum schools of the district Swat, SRSP, with the request of Education Department and Pak Army, surveyed the government schools and identified those schools which needed staff and student furniture, and then provided the required items to these schools.
طالبانو څنګه سکول نه ورانول وی د جنکو تعلیم نشته په اسلام کې او مونږ ډېر خفه وو چې کله زموږ سکول نه وران شو او اوس بیا چې پاک آرمي راغی زموږ سکول نه واپس جوړ کړو او مونږ اوس ډېر خوشحاله یو مونږ راځو بیا هر ایک لمحہ اس کی خاطر کام کرنا ہے دنیا میں اب روشن اس کا نام کرنا ہے ہر ایک لمحہ اس کی خاطر کام کرنا ہے دنیا میں اب روشن اس کا نام کرنا ہے او میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت او میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت جس طرح
To streamline the educational environment and bring it to the standard of modern approaches, SRSP established computer labs in more than 25 schools. SRSP also restored and installed water supply schemes in more than 10 schools. To introduce modern techniques among the teachers, SRSP organized a teachers training workshop with the help of Citibank on active learning techniques for the female teachers of the district Swat. SRSP took some daring steps and reached to the far-flung and inaccessible areas of Gadbela and Gadpuchar. These were the centers of militants, so no other organization could go. But SRSP, with the request of Pak Army, reached to help those helpless people and distributed non-food items and set up a medical camps where the daring and hard-working staff of SRSP worked hard and helped the most affected people of those areas.
موږ د ډېر زیات تکلیفونه تېر کړي د دې مخکې دلته څوک نه دي راغلي او دا انجوز ول دلته راغله موږ ډېر زیات شکریه ادا کوو
دلته دا کسان راغلي او دا په دې کې موږ راغلو مخکې د نن موږ سره نه راغلو موږ د دې ډېر خوشاله یو.
During the operation, great numbers of houses were destroyed and the people were left alone who had to live either in tents or under the open sky. To provide shelter to the homeless people, SRSP initiated the activity of installing shelters, which is going on smoothly and successfully.
زمان سردار علي زه د سوات تحصیل کبل کوزه واخیل اوسېدونکی یم دې کلي نوم ګاډو دی او د حالاتو په وجه مونږ تلو بټکلي ته کله چې مونږ رالو نو په غلطۍ سره مې ولکه مونږ دا کور اوسېدلی و هغې نه پس SRSP والا رالو او د هغو زمونږ په ایمرجنسي بیس باندې تعاون وکړو او مونږ یې دا شلټر یې جوړې کړې چې د هغې مونږ ته ډېره زیاته فایده وشوه او زمونږ ټوله کورمه دې ته دعاګو ده او د دې نه مونږ ډېر زیات مطمئن یو د SRSP والا نه.
Buner, the adjacent district with Swat, was also affected by the militancy. The militants played the game of barbarism there and showed the brutality. Particularly, Sultan Was village was mostly destroyed. SRSP, in collaboration with UNDP, intervened Sultan Was Buner and initiated the livelihood project in which link roads, streets and water supply schemes were completed. As Sultan Was as an agriculture area, so the people were provided agro inputs for their fields to meet the need. The poor people of Sultan Was were helped with animals in the activity of restocking of animals, and 145 animals were distributed among them.
دا غوا ماله تاسو راکړې زه پې ډېره ډېره شکرونه وباسم ډېره خوشحاله یم راضي یم که نه نو ما ته دقه پیدا ده چې زه پکې ځانه چای مې پخم.
Furthermore, 3,000 large and 8,000 small animals have been vaccinated. Skill trainings for male and female were also given to the people of Sultan Was, in which the training of electrician, steel fixing, block making, sewing and embroidery have been conducted.